Next on BBC Two, the last of the series from Kelly Monteith, in his final effort to destroy the prestige of the BBC.
Hi again, I'm Kelly Monteith, and welcome to Kelly Monteith's BBC Memories, episode 10, believe it or not. That was the opening they used to have for the beginning of the show in Series 5, and as you could probably tell, that's pretty much isolates itself to the 80s, just by the way it was done. But hey, you know, it was pretty hip in those days. You know, I've been in business for show business about 50 some odd years, you know. And I started out in strip clubs. There was no comedy clubs in those days. I had to find some place to work. And I started out at 183rd Street Art Theater in North Miami Beach, Florida. And from there I went to strip clubs like in Atlanta, in Duluth, Minnesota, Dayton, Ohio. I met some real characters along the way. And I just wanted to illustrate a little bit of what it was like. And I did a little segment of the show in episode 6 of how I started out working with strippers. I think you might, well, I hope you will. I hope you'll enjoy a little bit of my past.
Kiki, hurry up, you're on next.
So, if I'm late, get back on stage, tell him some more jokes.
I just told him every joke I know. Thanks to Topsy, she got one of her twin 45s caught up on the curtain ropes.
And that dumb broad. She's got to learn not to swing those knockers around backstage. Hey, don't put this pasty, would you, kid?
Huh? What am I supposed to do with it?
Well, what do you think you're supposed to do with it? Stick it on my nipple.
Yeah, but it's got glue on it.
Well, of course it's got glue on it. If it didn't have it, it would fly off when I twirled my tassel. And all the guys in the front row would drop their newspapers off their laps and we'd get raided. Now hurry up. Hey, where's my long glove?
Oh, listen, that's Topsy's last number. I gotta stop the tape.
Hey!
Jesus, kid, where the hell were you? If I'd been out there any longer, I'd have to start putting these back on.
I was helping Kiki put her pasties on.
Oh, figures. She'd do it herself, but she can't reach down that far.
Hey, look, tell Kiki I'm only gonna do a minute, okay?
Watch the guy in the third row. I think he's queer for you. The jerk fell asleep during my coming round the mountain number.
Okay, let's put those hands together. Let's hear it for Topsy and her twin 45s. Let's hear it for her. Come on. That's it.
Yeah? Well, you suck too.
Yeah. Well, there's old Topsy now, huh? What a sense of humor, eh? Where are you from, sir?
Stick it up your ass.
Oh. Nice little town. I spent a week there one night. Well, moving right along, our next young lady comes to us direct from Paris, France. So without further delay, let's get those hands out from under those coats and give a nice Shreveport, Louisiana welcome to Kiki, the Parisian Princess. Kiki, get out there. You're on.
Well, my zipper's stuck. Give me a hand, will you, kid?
You old bug suck in your belly.
Hey, watch it, kid.
Ow! Something jammed in it.
Yeah, that's my skin, you little fart. Now hurry up.
Go on. You're taking the damn thing off anyway.
I don't believe it. Take music and the drummer still sucks.
Not only did I have to do all the jobs backstage, but I had to learn new routines at the same time.
So you and Jaime are on stage, okay?
Yeah.
And you say, "Here comes a lady now." And that's when I come on.
Gotcha.
Okay, you got it?
Gotcha.
And then Jaime says, "Where's your husband?" And I say, "He's out of town." That's when your hat flies off.
What?
Your hat flies off. That's what gets a laugh.
Well, how does my hat...
Look, you've got your hat in your head, okay?
Yeah.
And when I go like this, you jerk your head back and your hat flies off. Should we try it again?
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Right. He's out of town. Oh, kid.
2 years of drama school for this?
Hey, you went to drama school. Oh, you'll love the Shakespeare sketch.
Shakespeare sketch?
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet. I'm Juliet. It's my favorite part. I'm on this balcony, see, and you're down below in the bushes, only I don't know it. So I comes out in the balcony, and I says, like this,
Yeah.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo?
The actress that played the stripper was Toni Palmer, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I've got that right, because it's been 40 some odd years. But I thought she did a great job. British, but she played it very, very American, and it was delightful. And it was pretty much spot on to the very first strip club I ever worked. But then I started working clubs. And one of the things that used to bother me about movies about show business was they would always show a club, like a girl singer would come out and do one song, and that was the show. Then she'd come off and she had a great dressing room and this, that, and the other. None of that was true. What we did was we did a little movie, which also includes Lisa Vanderpump. Like you haven't seen her before. She was very young then, obviously. And she played this great little part about my girlfriend that I bring to the club. And it's how those movies would be if it was kind of based on reality. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed doing it. I know that's a cliche, but I really do. So roll it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Club Wits is proud to present the scintillating song stylings of Less More.
Oh, I'm the lucky guy. I've got the girl of my dreams. When she walks into the room, I get a jolt in my jeans. Oh, I'm the lucky guy whose heart's all aglow when she looks into my eyes. My hope starts to grow. We met on the sidewalk, selling our depression fruit. Bells rang in chapel when she reached inside my bushel and she grabbed my golden apple. And late at night, when we're all alone, my heart goes pitter-pat when she takes off this and that. And then she moans and groans when I jump upon her bones. I'm that lucky guy.
What was completely unreal in those old movies was that the singer's entire act consisted of one song. One lousy song. Believe me, it was a long, long way from reality.
Oh, Les, you're wonderful.
You really like it, Meg?
Yes, yes, yes.
Hey, Punk.
Oh, hi, Mr. Acapella. Gee, I'd like you to meet my girl, Meg Foster.
Hiya, sweetheart.
How'd you like my show, Mr. Acapella?
You call that a show? One stinking song?
Well, yeah.
Listen, Punk. I ain't paying you to sing one lousy song and then come here and play footsie with some dumb bimbo. I am paying you to sing. So get up there and sing.
But I...
Get up there. Champagne. Hey, Tony, knock this off the punk's wages.
Suppose you take your love and stick it up your nose, my dear. You know our love is through. Why don't you decompose, my dear? Suppose you take your lips and button them up till they close. Oh,
Sweetheart, you're gonna sit here, you're gonna have to drink with some of the customers. Hey, Tony! When you get off, why don't you come back to my hotel?
Was the prunes that kept me running after
Sit down, baby. Take the weight off your mind.
Meg, I gotta go sing.
You know, my baby is very simple. She don't put on any airs, and when her goose begins to pimple, then it's time to get upstairs.
Okay, I stopped it here for a reason. This actor did not want to be upside down at the table, because that was the joke, you know, and at the end of a night in the club, they would put all the chairs up on the table, and this guy was so drunk that he's still in the chair when they put it up on the table. He did not want to do that. Now, to me, when you do a comedy show, you know, you could be expected to get maybe a pie in the face or whatever. So the fact that you're upside down. Anyway, we finally persuaded him to do it. And he did it eventually. And then the rest of the scene goes into what is nicely referred to as my dressing room. Let's continue.
Meg, are you all right?
Yeah, she's okay, punk. She just passed out.
Well, help me get her to my dressing room.
Dressing room? You ain't got a dressing room.
Well, sure I do. This is show business. I'm a singer in a nightclub. I've got to have a dressing room.
Okay, I'll show you to your dressing room.
Where am I?
We're in my dressing room.
We're also in the men's room.
Is this what show business is really like?
Yeah, isn't it great?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, just think, Meg. You and me, traveling around the country, working clubs like these. Me singing my heart out and you puking your heart out. Oh, Meg, isn't show business wonderful?
Okay, that's kind of a little more realistic about what it was really like. And by the way, that was me singing, believe it or not, which I'm sure is pretty believable because the singing was pretty bad. But I always wanted to make those songs as silly as I possibly could because, you know, well, it's kind of a silly little thing. But I thought Lisa did a great job. And the fact that she ends up in the dressing room, which is the men's room, is pretty spot on about those days. So I remember I worked at a club in Duluth, Minnesota called the Saratoga Club. It was right on Lake Superior. And the girls would, there was no band, there was a jukebox, an old jukebox that I would, the girl, instead of rehearsal, where she would tell the band what she wanted to play, she would say to me, I want D6, A7, C9, and D4. Okay, so before I bring her on, I'd have to go to the jukebox, and it was one of these old jukebox where you press in the number and the thing would go up to find the record and back until it found the record, so it would take forever. And sometimes I would introduce a girl, press all the buttons that she wanted, and then she'd say to me, no, she was a bee drinker. They go out and drink with the customers. They call it bee girls. Well, that's episode 10 of Kelly Monteith's BBC Memories of series number 2, and we hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with series 3, if you're so inclined, with more clips and more little insight into the behind the scenes thing, and I hope you enjoyed it. In the meantime, please stay safe and stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.